Yo, welcome to the unscripted review of Devil May Cry 5, courtesy of Capcom. Before we get into it, a few things I need to talk about. First, if this is your first time joining us, you need to know that the unscripted review is pretty much my review of the latest and also the greatest games, old and new. Old and new. But I do it in a format that is not scripted. I pretty much go off the dome if I make any mistakes, like I just did, slur, whatever. I don't edit it out. I don't try to make it all that. I try to make sure it comes from the heart, that it's not, like I said, scripted. That's why it is the unscripted review. Now, you may notice a few things different from the last time I did a review. Number one is because I'm on a different PC. I'm using a laptop. A lot of the things that I had set up before is not setting up, so I'm pretty much starting from scratch on another laptop because my PC crashed. But that's another story. But I hope you guys still enjoy this edition of the unscripted review. So, Devil May Cry 5, y'all. This game is something else. It is what I would call a blockbuster. It is what I call one of the best games. Yes, I'm just going in and telling y'all. It's a great game, and I'm gonna break down why it is a great game and what I am considering game of the year, or maybe one of the best, at least one of the best Devil May Cries of all time. Hands down, it's a must play. Now, when you look at the story, it takes place after the events of Devil May Cry 4. You will see Nero as soon as you open the game up. Nero alongside the new antagonist, or actually protagonist. So you'll see guys like V, and you'll see guys like Dante, of course. Everyone that you would expect. Lady. You got the new Nico. She's a wonderful, one of my best part of the game, and she looks real good. She looks hot. By the way, Capcom, you did such a good job with the ladies on this game, man. They looking real good. I'm just saying though, they looking real good. The tats on her body just banging. I know it's a game, but it's getting to the point now because this game is so photorealistic. It just looks so good. But anyway, so pretty much there's this guy, this big demon named Urizen, and this is your journey to take him down. So you're gonna learn on early that Urizen is too much for the crew, pretty much, and a sequence of events start to break down. That's gonna lead to new relationships, you getting new powers, and just discovering a ton about the new era of Devil May Cry. Fans old and new are gonna love this story, or you're a fan and just started playing the original DMC. You can still get into this game. Well, I say original DMC, but like the remake of DMC. You can still get in this game and really enjoy yourself and have a great time. The action is top notch. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the gameplay. Gameplay is pretty much smooth, very intuitive, very interactive. It just gets you hype all the time. You feel like you're really doing some work against the other demons and devils and enemies that you will come across during this game. Now, there were some things about the combat I didn't like. Each character, though, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make each character feel differently, and these characters do feel differently. Each and every single one has their pluses. I kind of stirred towards V mainly, maybe because he did a lot of damage with the way I build him up, and he's kind of easier to use. It takes a little bit to get used to because you're using your attacks with the creatures that he summoned, like the Griffin and things. So you're using that, and then you finish them off. You're pretty much sitting back a little bit, and then you come through when they are weak, and then you kill them off yourself. But it's cool. It's a different way to play the game, and I think that's why I like them a lot also, outside of the numerous damage. Nero, I kind of like, but then I kind of didn't like, just because I don't like how sometimes the devil triggers can be frail. The triggers can be a little frail, and if you use them to the maximum amount of power that you can use, you're going to lose them all. And sometimes you'll press the wrong button and you'll lose them all. And because you're switching so often, sometimes you'll forget how the controls work with a particular character. Dante, for instance, oh my god, he has so many skills. I don't want to tell it you all, but he has so much you can do with Dante. Dante has like a slew of weaponry. Like, he's a walking, talking arsenal. It's freaking amazing, like how much they put on him, from his double trigger and everything. And I can't say too much, but there's so much that he's gonna gain through the course of the game. Even though he has the most variety, I don't really know who's the best, to be honest. But there's just some great characters in the game, just great things. But my only problem is, because of that, sometimes it's easy to forget how to do certain things. But you know, if you play the game a lot, you'll master it. You know, it'll take some time to get to master. The other problem is with the targeting. Like, sometimes you can break objects and cause an enemy, because the enemy is nearby, you won't be able to break an object. Say it's just a simple object you want to break because you want to get orbs or something. Then you can't really target that object, but you can only target enemies. So if there's an enemy nearby, you'll swing toward that enemy, even if he's like a good bit away. And until you get rid of that enemy, sometimes you cannot, you know, break that particular object for orbs or whatever. And that's getting a little irritating. But this is small things. It's just small things I want to bring out since I am reviewing the game. Presentation, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to wrap up this review. Presentation is just incredible. You know, getting back to the hype that I was getting into at the beginning of the game, you know, the music, the graphics, photorealistic. It is definitely one of the best games you will play this generation. I say it is a must-play game of this generation. If you're not a fan of Devil May Cry, this game will make you into a fan. There's so much well-written parts to this, cinematics, the soundtrack, the jokes and everything. There's so many things combined to this game that makes it that blockbuster video game. Is almost like a blockbuster movie. Not almost, it is a blockbuster movie. It is a blockbuster game all in one. I'm not joking. This is the best game so far for 2019. Definitely game of the year. In my pick, the game of the year so far. Devil May Cry 5 is also the best Devil May Cry game. I'm just saying. Now, these are my opinions. This is my review. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that will agree with me. The gameplay and the game time, I'm going to say it took me... I woke up yesterday morning, I played the game non-stop. It probably will take you at least... I'm going to say 10 to 12 hours, depending on how well you play, what you play on. If you go back and forth, looking for items, if you train, whatever, during this period, because you still have things like the secret missions. It has a tutorial thing. It has so many different features, you know, galleries and things that may get you a little bit off track the main story. Several different ways you can go. It's just a great game. As you can see, I am pretty much vouching for Devil May Cry 5. I want to thank Capcom for allowing me to play this game and sticking by me through the course of the years of my ups and downs. And once again, this is the ADG Unscripted review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next show, next video. I'm out of here. Peace. Get this game, yo.